I am learning stuff.
Step number 1.
Dust the board. Oh no, I lost.
You did it.
I lost toppings though.
It's okay.
Hi, and welcome to episode 3 of How to Pizza. I'm Charlotte Hemmings, a advanced beginner pizza maker at this point, and today we're bringing back Perez to help me figure out some toppings.
Yes.
Hi.
Let's talk pizza toppings.
All right. Let's talk about tomatoes. Which ones do we use in sauces? Which ones do we use as topping?
The most popular ones for making sauce are going to be your plum, your San Marzano, or even cherry or grape tomatoes, which I'll be showing you shortly how to make some of those sauces using these fresh tomatoes. You also have some heirloom and some beefsteak tomatoes, which are great for putting on fresh on the pizza.
Just sliced.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then this is a San Marzano.
Yep, San Marzano Roma look very much like that.
Great. Next up,
Some say that this is the most important ingredient.
cheese.
Yes. The most popular kinds of cheeses are going to be the aged mozzarella or fresh mozzarella. For a beginner, these are probably the 2 types of cheeses I would recommend. And then you have some other ones here being a burrata as well as ricotta. Any one of those cheeses work well on pizza.
This is like what we shredded the other day.
Yeah, so these are going to be hard cheeses that I recommend grating on the pizza. Once the pizza's been cut and garnished, you're going to finish with one of those hard cheeses. And we've got Pecorino Romano, Parmigiano Reggiano, and Grana Padano. All 3 of those are going to be your most popular hard cheeses to use when it comes to pizza making.
Okay, and best after bake, grated after cut as well.
Yes, that's exactly the rule of thumb to abide by. Okay. And then over here is going to be burrata, which is essentially mozzarella stuffed with stracciatella. And stracciatella is just strands of mozzarella whipped with some salt and some cream and then stuffed into mozzarella. It's overwhelming, but your most simple ones to start with are going to be your aged mozzarella as well as fresh.
Okay, got it. Okay, moving on from cheese to herbs. Can you tell me about what to do with herbs?
So the 2 most common herbs used on pizza are going to be basil and oregano. And you can use dried oregano or fresh oregano. They can be used either during the baking process or after the bake. Same with fresh basil. But there's definitely some other types of herbs you can utilize, whether it be fresh rosemary or fresh mint. But definitely play around with some of those to develop the flavors that you enjoy.
What would you use mint with?
So a great recipe is one with zucchini, a little bit of lemon zest, and some fresh mozzarella, and in addition to some cured meat.
Let's talk about meat.
There's a plethora of different types of meats to be utilized on pizza. As you see, we have an array of different types of cured meats. The most popular cured meats are going to be your pepperoni, salamis, as well as prosciuttos.
But you can put salami on pizza. It seems more like a sandwich meat.
Yeah, you can certainly put them on pizza. There's a lot of pizzas out there that have the salami baked on the pizza itself. For me, the most popular ones to do post-bake are going to be your prosciutto as well as like a mortadella.
Wow, I never would have thought to do prosciutto post-bake.
Yeah, so this is best consumed in this state. When you cook prosciutto, it's going to cook some of that flavor out of it, and it's going to make it a little bit more tough.
Do you tear it, cut it, slice it, roll it?
You can do a little slice on each piece of pizza. Some people cut it up and sprinkle it throughout, but most commonly, whole slice on each piece.
Yeah, that's the way to go. All right, so we got through meats. Do we put vegetables on post-bake or are those in bake?
For the most part, a lot of the vegetables, like some of your more watery ones, like a mushroom, I like to roast those prior to baking them. So it pulls some of that moisture out so that you're not baking a pizza and those mushrooms are omitting a ton of moisture onto that pizza. Whereas like some of these greens too, it might be helpful to blanch them or saute them in advance to baking because with fresh produce, it's going to lose some moisture during that cooking process.
Okay. And can you add too much? I don't know. I don't like that like really sloppy pizza. Is that from the moisture in the vegetables or is that from?
It could be a combination of things. Pizza, and it's like to its core, you want to have balance, a good balance of sauce, cheese, and vegetable, as well as cured meat. So when you put too much, and you're using 6, 7, 8 different ingredients, you want to use a little of each component so that there's a little in each bite.
Okay.
Sprinkling them throughout and just letting them cook in that process.
For all of our vegan friends out there, a cheeseless pizza is the way to go. How do you recommend doing that? Because you want it like substantial, right? So enough vegetables, but not sloppy.
One popular pizza is the Marinara pizza. And the Marinara is going to consist of tomatoes, garlic, oregano, basil, flake salt, and olive oil. Vegetarian person or vegan person, definitely going to recommend adding a little bit of vegetables on there, because at the end of the day, that's one of the most important rules to making pizza is balance. Less is more.
Less is more. Okay, we are now going to make the pizza sauce, which Louis has assured me is super simple.
All it is going to be a little bit of salt with some San Marzano tomatoes, dump right into the bowl, and we're gonna blend it using an immersion blender. And you can use a hand mill or a food mill or crush them by hand.
I'm gonna add the salt. How much salt?
It's about 1 teaspoon of salt that we're adding to these tomatoes.
Okay, 1 teaspoon to how much?
500 grams or 1 can, typically 28-ounce can.
Okay, so add the salt and then like a pulse?
Yeah, so we're gonna pulse it versus holding it and running it the entire time, because when you run this immersion blender the whole time, it's gonna pull a lot of moisture out of that tomato. We want it to be more of a textured sauce versus a smooth.
So add the salt?
Add the salt, and then from there,
immersion blend. Oh, I'm running it the whole time. That wasn't a pulse, was it? Okay.
So pulse, yep, and just like that. And you really want to hit those tomatoes, yep, just like that. It's gonna be a little messy.
Holy sh**. So why don't we just buy store-bought pizza sauce?
You can, either way, this is gonna give you the best flavor.
Louis, does your kitchen look like this after you?
Of course.
Okay, it looks a little frothy.
So it was blitzed just a hair too long, but honestly, it looks great. Nicely done.
Okay, so we roasted up some cherry tomatoes, onions.
Garlic and olive oil and oregano with some salt and pepper.
They're cooked in blue steel.
It's not blue steel, it's a duck.
Got some nice caramelization on those. And from there, we're gonna do the same thing as we did for the simple tomato sauce.
And is this still a simple pizza sauce, or is this like more of a marinara?
This is gonna be more like a seasoned marinara,
Okay.
except it's gonna be much sweeter in flavor.
Hopefully you guys can do like a fast forwardy type thing on this.
Yeah, this was,
Oh gosh.
So we're just gonna take this guy, dump it into here.
We don't have to add anything to that?
Nope. All right, let's make a proper mess.
He's gonna make me do it and make a proper mess. Okay.
You see, as you're blitzing those, all that water's coming out. There you go, look at
Oh,
that.
look at that.
Teamwork.
Dream work.
You still have some texture, but it's not entirely smooth, which is exactly what we're looking for.
Okay, so we made roasted tomato and simple sauce, but what are the rest and what are they for?
Right here we have a seasoned marinara, which is gonna have some oregano, some sea salt, as well as garlic and olive oil. This is vodka sauce, typically used on pasta, but you can use it on pizza as well. And one of my favorite types of pizza is actually a vodka sauce pepperoni pizza. So cheese, pep, vodka sauce.
Yum. What goes into the vodka sauce?
The vodka sauce is gonna be tomato based. It's gonna have some garlic, onion, add some vodka, cook out the vodka, some tomatoes in there, all sauteed, cream, pecorino, and that's it. And then from there, blending it to smoothen texture. This guy right here, a little bit of fresh garlic sliced thinly on a mandolin, and all it is gonna be used for pizza Bianca.
White pizza.
And then from here, we've got some pesto. It's a little bit of a silky pesto.
And what kind of pizza would you make with a pesto instead of a red sauce?
So actually, what I like to do is make a vodka sauce pizza and drizzle some pesto on top.
So you make this look easy, but for maybe someone like me, can't I just buy like a store-bought pesto, a store-bought pizza sauce? I know they're not gonna be as good, but can I? What's the difference?
Absolutely. I mean, there's not really much difference. Obviously, if you're making it from scratch, it's gonna taste that much better.
So let's say I spend a ton of time making this at home. How long can I keep it in the refrigerator?
I would say up to 7 to 10 days under refrigeration.
Oh, 2 pizza parties.
Yeah,
One
easily,
immersion, one
in a
year-round.
week. Yeah.
Well, should we make some of these delicious pizzas?
Let's make some pizza.
Let's make some pizza.
Please, let's make some pizza.
What pizza are we making first?
We are going to be making a pizza Bianca. So we're going to be doing some white garlic down on the base using some roasted mushrooms and some fresh mozzarella. And then when it comes out, we're going to finish it with a little bit of parsley and one of those hard cheeses over there. Step number 1.
Dust the board
First,
with semolina flour.
Be generous with it. Load it up. From here, we can go like that. Another thing too, you cover more range by going from up high.
And you make such a mess though.
But it's okay, that's part of pizza.
If you're not making a mess, you're not having fun.
Exactly.
Taking a left turn. Left turn. It's a
Driving
big,
in circles.
big left turn. Just can't get right.
All right, so we're
Movie
gonna get
quote.
this. I don't know what that is.
Really?
Yeah.
National Lampoon's Vacation. Look at that beaut. She's a beaut, Clark.
She is a beaut, Clark. Is that Indiana Jones? Or
No,
what
that is also a National Lampoon's quote. Wow, okay.
You don't have to be perfect. Just all around, even distribution.
Am I getting too much oil on
No,
there?
that oil's good.
Oh, don't be
Pizza
afraid
Bianca.
to use both hands.
Yeah.
I.e., hurry it up.
Having nice wet cheese. So I'm just breaking chunks off and placing them throughout. I want you to finish it. You want to be able to see some dough, some oil, some garlic, but we're going to pretty much use
The whole chunk?
majority of that, throughout. And we're going to kind of fill in those blanks in between the cheese with the mushroom.
You do the mushrooms.
Oh, okay. I'm not the one teaching anymore. I'm the one being taught and
Oh, look, you
directed.
really took both hands.
Yeah, you cover more range that much
You don't mess
quicker.
around. I'll
Yeah.
help you out. I roasted these
You
in
did?
the Gozney. I did a
In
good
the
job.
dome.
I was shimmying and shaking. You don't think this is gonna stick?
I'll show you.
I tell you what, if I did
show you the
that
ways.
at home, it would stick.
How do you know if it's stuck? Always give it a good knock and
Wow.
a shimmy,
Okay.
just like that. But we're gonna get this guy into the oven.
Okay.
It's gonna be perfect.
That is a gentler launch than the metal peel.
Yeah, so when we were making the like Neapolitan style pizza, it's a quick in and out. But with the larger ones, you need to really work it gently off the peel onto your deck.
As far back in the oven as you
Yes,
can.
ideally, perfect
Okay.
world.
And then flame on low.
Yes, flame is
Because
on
we're making
low.
in New York, so you cook it longer and lower than the Neapolitan.
Yes.
I am learning stuff.
Pizza master.
I am actually retaining information here. Oh, this looks good.
It should. It smells good. But once we start seeing that nice, even golden brown, you're starting to see it underneath as well as on top of that pizza. It's nearly there. And I'm gonna pass this along to you. You ready to start messing around with this turning peel?
You want me to just turn it?
Yeah. So I'm gonna show you one more time.
Okay.
Are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm a righty.
All right, so it might work easier for you to come off to the right side. At least this for me. I'm
Okay.
right-handed as well.
Okay.
But you see, I can still see the side of this peel.
Okay.
So it's on half of that pizza, and I am at the back of that pizza, and I'm lifting it and pulling it towards me.
It should probably come out, huh?
It's close.
Yeah, let's get it out of there instead of teaching me how to peel. I'll learn on the next one. Let's not burn this beautiful pizza.
It's looking marvelous, though.
It looks
in case
so
you're
good.
wondering.
I think it's done. Wow.
Gonna cut,
And garnish.
cut, and garnish.
Cut first, people. Don't break Lewis's heart.
Don't break my heart.
And I'm gonna use the rocker to cut. Roll up my sleeves for this one. Okay.
It's looking great.
Somebody gets big ones.
It's okay. A little bit of herb up high, cover more range. Perfect. Look at that.
Up high?
Always cover more range. A little drizzle of olive oil, and that, Charlotte, is a pizza Bianca with mushrooms.
That looks so good. Why add more oil after the fact? Because isn't there so much oil in the cheese?
There's not much actually in the fresh mozzarella.
There isn't.
So whereas that aged mozzarella has a little bit more fat content to it. But all in all, I like adding like my quality olive oils at the end of the bake, because most olive oils, when you put them in the oven, they're gonna burn all that flavor out of that oil at like 500 degrees, is I believe it's what its smoke point is. So I like to wait until the end to use my good quality olive oil and use my lower quality ones during the bake.
Okay, so this is a high quality, high flavor olive oil.
Yes, yep.
There's no dumb questions, right? That was a good,
Do you think you nailed it?
I think I nailed it. Yeah, except I
I'd say
only
you
did
did.
about half of it.
Well, the next one we make is all on you, my friend.
Oh. Whoa. All right, what are we doing next?
My favorite pizza, vodka, pep.
Yum. Let's do it.
You're gonna be stretching this guy. And
Oh,
we're
I'm
making,
doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we're doing the vodka one.
You're doing as much as your heart desires. Take that dough ball.
Gently out.
Yup. And then from there, whoop, 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 whoop. What do we do?
I don't know. What?
Oh, you should know.
No.
What did we do? Yeah.
More flour?
On top, yeah. So
Whoa.
it doesn't stick to your hands when you go to press it out.
Okay. Pressing.
Clockwork.
Pressing
Form that crust.
to the edge. And to
Working
3.
around.
And then I'm going to go down. You told me not to do that last time, but I watched you do it last time.
And then flip it. Get it as even as possible. And another thing too is making sure that crust is even thickness throughout.
Okay, so that's a lot more pressure than I thought. Just for all you beginners at home as well. Like I'm kind of gently, because they're like, don't overwork the dough, don't overwork the dough. But then Lewis gets in here and he's like, oh, really pushing. So
Be forceful with it, but the volume of presses you want to reduce.
So not a lot of touching, but the touching you're doing is intentionally strong touching.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna pick it up.
Yep.
And
Do
I'm
the
gonna
old
do
steering
some
wheel.
left-hand turns
Yep.
in a roundabout.
And as you're doing that, you'll see it open up.
Okay, this is starting to look sketchy.
No, it's not. It's good. Keep it going.
I don't know.
Keep it going.
Lewis, it's gonna tear.
Keep it going. If you're worried that it's stretching too rapidly, you can always drape some of that on the table, and that'll prevent it.
I really think this is the hardest part.
Working the dough is one of the most difficult pieces.
And you don't want it to get the alligator skins. You don't want it to be out for too long.
You definitely don't want the alligator
You don't-
skins. It's okay to drop it. Drop it a few more times.
Messing up.
I'm gonna get this board dusted for you,
Okay.
and we're gonna see how big we got it. And we're just gonna,
It's not big enough, is it?
yeah, I'm just gonna get this a little bit bigger. Whoa!
Let's bring the pro in. It's amazing how kind of intentionally tough you can be with it. I treat it really delicately and it just does not do anything for me.
You gotta listen to it. It talks to you. It says, I need a little bit more work. Sometimes it says, no more. Stop it, you're irritating me.
The problem is I am just like in pizza language 101 and Lewis is like a pizza professor, you know? So I don't really speak the language yet.
You'll get there.
I will.
Practice.
I'm getting there. I'm
Practice. All right,
Okay.
so similar to a pizza Bianca, and it's just gonna be cheese. So we're gonna do aged mozzarella sprinkled throughout,
Getting there. Okay.
and then we're gonna do about 5 dollops of the fresh mozzarella.
Okay, aged mozzarella. That is the low moisture mozzarella that has been grated.
Yes, it sure is.
Okay.
Same kind of concept. You know how we have 12, 3, 6, and 9? Let's stick them in those areas.
1.
And then from there, we're gonna start placing some pepperonis on there.
Okay.
I like to go from the outside in. It does not matter
Why is that
what
your
route
preference?
you go, because that's just the way my brain works.
That's a lot of pepperoni.
Don't you worry, all right?
All right.
We're Americans. We like a little bit of extra meats and cheeses. From there, I want to get it to the edge of that peel, because when we go to launch it into the oven, it's going to want to contract.
We're not putting the vodka sauce on?
Not yet.
Post-bake sauce. PBS. This fact that all the toppings are too far in is stressing me out. Is that why you're moving them out a bit?
You and me both.
Okay. More meat. More this guy.
Don't you
see how
worry
much
about
pepperoni
it.
He's putting on this
Don't
thing?
you worry about
He's
it.
all, less is more, unless it's pepperoni. And then more is definitely
Loading
more.
it up.
Okay, that looks awesome.
Oh, it does? Doesn't look like too much now, does it? Now
not
give it a little shimmy. Is it moving?
Yep. Okay,
You ready?
gotta stretch it back out a little bit after that. Okay, you guys, let's see. I'm going all the way back.
You can do it. All the way back. Touch the back of that right there.
Oh no, I lost.
You did it.
I lost toppings though.
It's okay. So we want that dough to set. So we're not gonna even attempt to put a peel underneath there because the dough is still kind of weak in a sense.
We don't call it browning. We call it
Caramelization.
Caramelizing.
Starting to see a little bit of caramelization.
I'm gonna hold this under there for a couple seconds. And then,
All right, so we're gonna wanna put it on that side too.
I slowly pull it out.
Yep, and then push it in on the other side, pull it towards you, work to the other side, push it in, and look at that. It sounds like that was a 80s
Lewis!
exercise.
I did it! I turned it without any problem. Turn the pizza. Turn that pizza. I was a cheerleader.
You were?
Yeah. Don't give up now. Pull and push.
Exactly. You got it. You got
It is
your own
like
model.
an 80s workout.
It is, right? And you notice how it's easier and easier to maneuver as the crust gets crispier?
Yeah.
So in that very beginning stages, it can be a little bit intimidating. I'm really looking forward to this piece of pizza.
Hey, we've got leopard crust going on
We
here.
do. I don't think so.
All right, this bad boy is coming out.
That's
This pizza
different gravy.
slaps.
That's a nice pizza. You were nervous about the launch. I mean, it's a little egg shape.
We chop in before we garnish drop in.
I'm gonna let you keep that one. Alrighty, what do you think? Pizza wheel? Big fan?
Wow, yeah, okay.
Okay. All right.
Hits a little different, but I like it. Okay, so you just warmed up this vodka sauce.
Yes, and we are just going to drizzle it throughout this pizza.
Whoa.
Little goes a long way. It's a rich sauce. You don't want to load it up.
Account for wind in your garnishing.
This is perfect.
Yeah? The pepperoni's shrunk substantially. It now does not seem like too much pepperoni. I concede to Lewis on the pepperoni amount.
Trust the pro. Naughty, naughty.
No drooping.
It's flop.
Oh,
No flop.
so there's so many terms. Cheers. What's the best way to pizza cheers? Is it like a sword situation?
Yeah, I think.
Felt right.
All right. I like that one. You hear all that crunch, that spotting underneath?
Wow, 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 wow. What's next?
We are going to be making a zucchini and lemon zest pie.
That's the one with the mint.
Yep.
Let's do it.
A cool little tip here is you can always take a bigger dough ball to make two smaller pizzas.
So this is the same size dough ball as the other pizzas we were making?
Yep, 350 gram dough ball that we are going to split right down the middle. And then from there, you've got two rectangular pieces of dough. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna press these out like if they're focaccia. So we are just pressing top to bottom. We're pressing it because we wanna form those bubbles there.
Oh.
And most focaccia is pan risen dough, but in this, it's gonna be a stone baked focaccia-like crust, okay?
Okay.
You can view this recipe by Daniele Uditi on the Gozney website using this link. So I'm kind of mixing the green and the yellow.
These are called courgettes.
Courgettes here.
Yeah.
We're gonna drizzle some olive oil on there. Look at you. No, you're gonna slide that guy right onto there.
I gotta do this.
Look at that.
And then do I stretch it out like we do with the pizzas?
Sure can. Off to the right. And then I'm gonna follow you with mine.
Oh, we're fitting both.
We're doing two of them.
Well, it's gonna get cozy in there. I gotta heat the turning peel up
Yep, we're just gonna wait for mine to get a little bit more color on it. Move mine.
to my spot.
Exactly.
Okay,
You read my mind.
All right, so pull mine out.
Yep. Nice use of the mantle. You got this.
Oh,
You got this.
I don't got it. I don't got
got
it.
this.
Louis, I don't got it. All right, get this girl back in there. Here you go, girl.
You are the pizza master now.
What's gonna go on with this guy though?
We're just gonna kind of
Should I
move him
turn
around.
him?
Yeah.
Okay, so we use too much flour because it's like burning in the bottom of the oven. Is that a problem, or what's that gonna do?
Sometimes when you put too much flour underneath there, it will affect the flavor of your pizza. It might taste a little bitter. I think we will be okay with these.
Well, what do you do to fix that in
So
your
in that
oven?
situation, we should have cleared the board off before we put the pizza onto the peel.
And how do you clear the board off?
So move the pizza off to the side, swipe the flour away, then top your pizza. Pull them!
Are they ready?
Send it.
Wait, let's check. We've got caramelization on the zucchini. We've got a beautiful leopard crust. Do you think it's good? We've got
think
really
it's
nice
lovely.
color on the crust. And the best part is I don't know who's whose. I'm the better
All right,
one.
should I garnish mine first and then you follow?
Yeah.
It is your turn. So,
Okay, let's see if I can remember. Don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me. Flake salt.
yes.
A little bit of flake
Any
salt.
kind of flake salt.
Little EVOO. Mint.
got this.
Mint.
Beauteous.
Beauteous. Okay. Get this guy back on there. I love lemon. Okay, these look epic. These are beautiful.
which?
Look how three-dimensional they are. These are like works of art.
They are. Pizza is art.
Oh, we were supposed to cut and then garnish. Oh, don't cut. You're supposed to just eat them whole like this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just eat them whole.
do you see that? Like
You put them together.
broke his heart to cut after garnishing. Oh no, it really is so messy. Do not garnish before cutting.
It's a bit messy. What do you think?
This looks
You ready
good.
to dig in?
I am so ready. That mint. This pizza is my favorite I think I've maybe ever had. So thank you so much. You taught me all the things. I actually really do feel like I could maybe say intermediate.
I feel like you're there. And it was nothing short of a pleasure working with you and teaching you a little bit of some tips and tricks along the way and how to get the best use out of your Gozney dome.
Thank you. Thank you to Louis, Perez, and join us for episode 4. Adam Atkins is gonna come, Pizza Pro, and teach me how to make a bunch of different Neapolitan pizzas. So,
Now that's a real pizza pro.
see you there.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Is that a wrap?
Say something to the camera.
Just on set. Gozney. Most important job.
Oh, cauliflower down. It's going great out here. What?
Is that English tea?
It's, did you have to go there, Perez? Did you have to call me out that I'm drinking the most American coffee? It's like a ginger. I think Roxy had to ask someone in the store to pull it out of storage.
B-roll, baby.